Parents, you got to be a bad parent sometime, or a mean parent, or whatever parent it is that your kid wants to call you whenever you don't give them what they want or they don't get their way. You know, it's funny, I was thinking about this for a while, about how you see so many parents nowadays who want to, just give their children everything, and the kids don't have an understanding of the word no anymore. And then something happened with me, which really made me realize that's exactly what I needed to talk about. First of all, I'm just going to say, I understand, if you're a single parent. I understand if you're in a custody fight. I understand if you're in a relationship and you're the only parent that seems to say no and the other parent is the one that seems to say yes to everything. It's hard to say no to stuff when you're in that situation, because if you're single, you're the good and the bad, you're the mom and the dad. If you're in a custody fight, it's really scary, like for me, because you're afraid that by saying no and not letting the kid not get their way, there's a good chance they're not going to want to be with you. Then when it all boils down, they'll actually want to go, stay with the other parent. They're going to love the other parent more, and it's scary, when you think about that, when you think to yourself that you don't want to do wrong because you don't want to lose your child because you're having to discipline them. But you got to understand, in the end, the discipline that you give this child is setting them up for positive and great things in the future. By not disciplining them, you're setting them up for real problems and real issues in the future. See, because what you got to understand is that if you don't do it, somebody else is going to discipline them. Their teacher, their boss, or a police officer. Somebody's going to show them that there are consequences for their actions if you don't do it. And not saying that just by, because you discipline your child, they're going to stay out of trouble for the rest of their life or nothing like that. But you got a much better chance of them kids staying out of trouble if you're just that parent that says no. Your kids don't need everything. They don't have to have everything to be happy and love you. You don't have to buy them everything every time they ask for it. I'll give you a short story about my little girl Anya one time. She wanted something out of the store and I told her no, and she copped a hissy fit. So, we had a nice little talk about the same thing, about she doesn't need everything, and the more she acts like that, the better chance she has of not getting anything at all. I actually took stuff from her when I got home because she acted like that because she didn't get what she wanted. So the next time we went to the store, she asked for something. I told her no again. And she was like, okay, Dad. Well, when she wasn't looking, I grabbed what it was that she wanted. I put it on the register. I bought it. And when we got in the car, I tossed it back to her. I actually hit her in the forehead with it on accident, but, it was ice cream bar, so whatever. But I tossed it back to her, and, I told her, this is because you learned how to take a no. You learned to understand that it's, it's not the end of the world if you don't get what you want for a moment. And, from that moment on, she seemed to handle being told no, or not right now, or maybe later. She's been able to handle that a lot more and a lot better. And, when you're in certain situations, I know you don't want to be the bad parent, This is probably news to a lot of people, but, I found out I have a little girl in California, 3 years old. I had no clue. And me being the daddy that I am, of course, as soon as I find out I have a little girl, I want to be a part of her life. So I've arranged to go pick her up in a couple weeks from California to come stay for a little while with Daddy. And I can tell you right now, this little girl, Zoe, as beautiful as she is beyond spoiled. And it's not even a question in my mind on whether or not she gets what she wants over there where she's at. I can tell you right now, the little girl runs everything, and whatever she wants, she gets. So, it sucks, because my first time getting to see my daughter, my first time getting to spend time with her, my first time getting to interact with her face to face, and, I can already tell you there's going to be certain things she's not going to be happy about, because, as a parent, your child should never be running things. Your 3-year-old shouldn't be talking to you like a 15-year-old, So, I got to step up and do what I have to do, and it sucks. I mean, your first time seeing a child, you want to be able to do fun things and only fun things and nothing else but fun things. But at the same time, it's not about you. It's about the best future for your child and doing what you need to do for your child to make sure that they grow up correctly. And a big part of that is understanding that there are consequences for actions, discipline, and understanding that you're not going to get everything you want. That's not life. It doesn't work like that. So, I guess, the purpose of this video is just for all the parents out there who feel like, maybe they're in a custody fight, maybe they're single and raising their child by themselves, maybe their kid has ADD, special needs or something like that, and you just feel like you have to spoil that child and give them everything because they're already going through so much, that you just want to give them everything. But in reality, you're not helping your child, you're actually hindering them. You need to be able to tell your child no. You need to be able to be that mean parent, that bad parent, and understand just because you're that mean bad parent for a moment don't mean you can't be a good happy parent the next moment. You just have to, they have to get used to that. They have to understand that they can't have everything. And the faster you get your child to do that, the less problems you're going to have when they hit 15, 16 and they ask to go over to Christy or whoever's house and you tell them no, you can't. Not right now. Not until you do this. They'll understand it a lot better. But if you spoil the crap out of them right now, you better believe you're going to have problems in the future with it. I can pretty much guarantee you, because they're not going to be able to handle the word no. So, be a bad parent every once in a while. Be the mean parent. Be the you're not very nice parent. Or whatever it is that your kids want to call you. But you're being a great parent by telling your child no sometimes. Because nobody hears the word yes all the time. Alright, that's the end of my little thing. And have a blessed day. That's my 2 cents. Spend it how you want to. Peace.